The next question I get often is low bar or high bar squats, which are better? And this is another fight on the internet. Low bar is better for you because it gets the bar closer to your hip crease, closer to your lower of your back, where it's a shorter lever point from the loaded bar down to your hips and your low back. Other folks say, look up to go up, put the bar on top of your traps, put your chin to the sky, drop your ass to the ground, and get out of there. The best answer for you is it depends. It depends on your sport. Olympic weightlifters need a little more of an upright position on the squat, and they have to squat high bar to simulate the rack position of a clean or the overhead catch position of a snatch. Powerlifters have a little more flexibility, only in the terms of this analogy, not in actual flexibility in their bodies, for God's sakes, in that they are able to choose a position of the bar on the shoulders that is a little more biomechanically advantageous, let's say, to their own levers. For example, lifters that tend to have shorter femurs relative to torso length, so a longer torso to femur length compared to other people of the same height, would be more inclined to squat heavier weights with a high bar position where they are a little more upright. I very often see athletes and clients with low back pain who have tried low bar squatting over the years, and they have a long torso and short legs, and they fold way over. As I watch them from the side, the end of the bar is 6 inches in front of their toes, and they're kind of good morninging the bar up, not because they have weaknesses, but because the bar's in the wrong spot. Those with relatively longer femurs compared to a shorter torso length, aka deadlifters who go to conventional or missionary, we're working on that, will do better to put the bar lower on their shoulders, so it is closer to that kind of hip joint or that low back. And the way to determine that is you can, of course, look at yourself and say, do I have a longer torso to leg length ratio? Do I have long femurs? It's not an excuse not to squat heavy, first of all. It's just a way of doing it differently. And then looking at yourself from the side, filming yourself from the side, or having someone watch your squat. And what you do is you take like a 90-degree view of yourself, either with a video or with a coach, a trainer, or a friend, a trusted friend, and you look at the end cap of the barbell. There's the bar, there's the plates, and you're looking right at the end of the bullseye of the bar. And if that bar travels straight down from your shoulders down to the arch of your foot, when you're standing with the bar on your shoulders, we're off to a good start. If the bar is forward or backwards, we need to adjust it so it is straight up and down over the arch of your foot. The second thing is, as you squat, in the bottom of that squat, when your hip crease is below parallel, that bar must be over the arch of the foot in order for it to be in the best place on your shoulders. So if you get to the bottom of that squat and the bar is just below your traps, above your deltoids, and somebody from the side can see that the end cap of that bar is straight over the arch of your foot, that's a straight line from where you were at the top. That's about as most efficient as you can be with a squat. That's where the bar should be. If you find that from the side, the end cap of the bar is further forward over your laces or even over your toes, that bar is too high up on your neck, not in the right spot. We've ended up folding forward a little bit too much and need to come back a little bit further. Very rarely will I see a bar kind of beyond the midfoot towards the heel. It's mostly like arch of the foot or forward. So get a trusted friend, hire us a coach for one session. Ren Tipton, Iron Vault, fantastic for this, great powerlifting coach by the way, and have her or me look at the side view of your bar, make sure it lands over the arch of the foot. That is the best way to determine whether the bar should be held high or low on your shoulders. No other kind of ethos or thesis or anything else, in my opinion, holds any kind of weight. It must start and finish over the arch of the foot in a straight line. If you're doing Olympic style weightlifting, that bar is going to move around a bit based on your depth of squatting, the mechanics of your levers. It's not as cut and dry as in powerlifting. Powerlifting and general strength training, the bar must go from arch of the foot when that's on your shoulders when you're standing to the arch of the foot when you're in the bottom of the squat below parallel. No other test in my mind holds any kind of weight. And as long as that bar lands over the center of the foot, I almost don't care where the ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders are translating to laterally or sagittally in that lifter, as long as the bar lands in that spot. Everything else adjusts to make the bar land over the arch of the foot.